what's up? It's Danielle. So for today's video, I'm going to take you guys through the changes to my Filofaxes. I'm just gonna be completely honest, there is not much that has changed in the pocket size, just because I've been focusing more on the A5. You guys, if you remember, I tend to be a little bit more creative with my A5 because I have more room than I do with the pocket size. This one is more so just to, you know, kind of keep up with everything. So I'm just going to take you through what little bit has changed. I still have the exact same, I guess, planner charm on here, which is actually just a keychain that I got a couple years ago from the International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C. They were having kind of like a, what was it? It was like a really cool James Bond exhibit about all of the villains that have been in all the movies. And this one, if you couldn't tell, was Jaws. So it's from the Exquisitely Evil exhibit that they had, but I love James Bond. So just kind of left that on there. It is incredibly heavy. So it's not the most practical of things, but I love it. Okay, so it's, like I said, not much has changed in here. It literally looks the same. And the one part that is different would have to be this section, my quarterly section. I went ahead and I colored in October. I already showed this to you guys in the last video that I posted this week. And then I literally just have November, and I also have December to finish out the year. I'm not going to decorate these just yet because obviously I want to save that. So those are the only changes that I've made to the pocket size. So now I'm going to take you guys through my baby, which is my A5. And I still have the same planner charms on here as before. Still love these to death. All right, let's get started. So in the front, there is a little bit that's changed. These are all still the same. You know, you guys know I love these gold dot sticky notes from the Target dollar spot. This is a little flower paper clip I made myself, a little pineapple paper clip. And then right here, I actually made this myself as well. And it's a side opening, you know, kind of like card holder, whatever you want it to be. But yes, I did make this myself, and it took me a couple of tries to get it right, but I really like it. So I have these two cards in here, which are actually cards from like doctors or whatever. You know, like sometimes when you go into a doctor's office, they have other people's, you know, cards for whatever reason. So I found these and I really liked them. This one you guys have seen in the past, but this is a new one. It says mental edge for performance. And it says, I'm immune to the good or bad opinion of anyone. I am neither inferior or superior to anyone. I am courageous in the face of all challenges. And then all I did was I took some cardstock that I already had on hand, cut it down, and I put it in the pockets. All right, I currently have my hockey themed dashboard because hockey season starts October 4th, and I'm very excited. You guys are gonna see a little bit of that later. Again, I have another pocket that I made. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this one, but it is the side opening. Again, not gonna take you guys through the first section because that is strictly for YouTube, planner stuff, whatever you wanna call it. And then this is still the same cute little sticky notes. I really love this one. It's from the Target dollar spot. This is still the same, it's just a random by Kathy Paw. Let me see. Running to-dos are all still the same as well. I haven't filled out the Australia section yet, just because I don't really know what I want to end up doing. And I also need to kind of consult with my brother to see what we're, you know, going to be shooting for. So I'm just kind of leaving this blank for right now. And then as I get more ideas and I talk to him about it, I'll just start to fill it up. All right. Again, I mentioned this, excuse me, the last time, the last time that I showed my planner to you guys. So this is just stuff for the next 5 years. These are not things that I want to do. These are things that I will be doing. So I basically don't have a choice. And that's why I put things are looking dope up at the top. Again, you guys have seen this. These are just kind of some goals that I have. Skydiving certificate, pilot's license, and then you can tell I want to do some hunting, like bighorn sheep, that kind of thing, caribou. I also really want an HK45, so we'll see what happens. And then this is the diet that I'm currently trying to stick to. Basically, I'm going to try to stick to this for the rest of my life, but I kind of designed it myself, kind of didn't, because I've done this in the past and it's worked out really well. So it just says, you got this, bitch. And 1,200 calories, 30 grams of carbs. You could cut it down even less. I have a friend who does the same diet and she's lost about 90 pounds now. And she does 20 grams of carbs per day. But I drink coffee. I need my creamer. So I have to have 30. And then it says more protein and more fats. This is probably the thing that I'm most proud of, which is actually the kind of like, you know, a section in a section. But this is where I have my Calgary Flames hockey schedule for 2017-2018. And yes, I made it fold out because I really didn't want to do all this by hand. I do better with Excel anyways. So basically it just goes like this and then it continues onto the back page and then there's actually nothing right here. So very, very happy with this. And the way that I did this was actually just really simple. So it has the team that they're up against, whether it's home or away, the time, and by the way, this is all in Central Standard Time, which I need to write that in, but I forgot. I have the date of the game, and then I'm going to write in the score so that I can kind of keep track and see how things progress throughout the season. I also am a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, in case you guys didn't already know. So I made this one as well, and again, it's the same thing, just their schedule. So this is the fold-out schedule for the Maple Leafs. And again, I like it because I'm going to be able to kind of track everything. All right, I have 31 days of self-love. You can find this if you Google it. I kind of tweaked mine a little bit just to kind of appeal to me a little bit more. I have not started this yet, but I'm planning on doing that. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. I also wrote in the 12 laws of karma. I can't remember if I showed this to you guys last time, but there it is in all its glory. Just some things that I want to look into. My absolute favorite thing in this section, probably aside from the hockey schedules, which is just my crochet project tracker. Random piece of paper for notes in case I need it. And then movies. You guys know I love my movies. By the way, if you haven't seen the remake of It yet, I definitely recommend it. It's really, really good. That's the same. These are just paper sizes for reference. I redid my Myers-Briggs results just because I needed to add more to it. So I'm actually an INTP, which is called the Logician. So it's basically the same as what I had last time, except I added the negatives in with the positives, and then I also kept the stressors over here, and then on the back I redid the stages of stress. So the top right here is like when you're beginning to experience stress. The very bottom is like chronic stress. And then you guys have seen this all the time. When did I last? Which I just filled in when I last washed my bedding. And then blank page. And then I have my to-do lists. So nothing really that exciting. You guys have seen all of those. And then the next section is actually my yearly monthly. So you guys know that I actually went ahead and I switched to having these calendars all in one section because the dividers were taking up way too much room. I don't use these a whole lot anyways, but I figured I still wanted to have them. So you guys have seen this before. It's just my monthly, or not monthly, what am I saying? My yearly spread, year at a glance. This is a free printable from Filofaxes. All I do is when a month is gone, I will kind of cross it out with washi. And I also like to track my periods on here and doctor's appointments. Right here, I have kind of a calendar for planning. It's strictly for forward planning. It's for 2018. So what I like to do first when I have these is I will write in people's birthdays. And right here on the side, I have this really cute sprinkle washi and it says Hello 2018. So yes, all of the months are in Polish. So it actually goes this way. And it's really, really simple. But yeah, I just have that kind of stuff, like people's birthdays. Also, when Mother's and Father's Day are, so I don't forget. And then also the vernal and autumnal equinoxes, as well as the summer and winter solstices. I'm weird. I like to keep track of that stuff. And then this is what my monthly looks like. I'm not going to go into too much detail with this because, again, I showed this in the last video that I posted, which was all about my, monthly planning. So I'm not going to go into this. If you are really curious, you can go hunt it down. And then I just have a note page right here. Random little cuppy cake, because I was actually going to put it on here, but I decided against it. So it's kind of just hanging out. And then we have my weekly/daily section. Again, I don't use both, but sometimes I like to flip-flop depending on what's going on. So I really love succulents. So I put this on one side, and then on the back, I just have a bunch of little different things, kind of in like a collage. And I'm actually very proud of this because it has a bunch of different things that I feel like really represent me. So there's that. I also have some quotes. This one is by Stephen King from The Stand. And then I have one by George Orwell. I also have one by H. Jackson Brown, which I really love this one. This is from a couple months ago, and I just decided to leave it in there. I need to switch over this calendar. I haven't done that yet. And then I also have another page of quotes. And then I'm going to explain this in a second, but I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I don't have my current weekly spread in here. This is actually from last week. So I know I told you guys that I'm taking a hiatus from filming my weekly Plan With Me videos, and I decided that I also needed to take a break from doing the planning itself. So literally the only types of inserts that I've been working on for like the past week or two is just, like quotes and this kind of stuff. So just trying to, make it easier on myself, and I'm just taking a well-deserved break, I feel. All right, this is actually the last couple lyrics from one of my favorite songs. It's called James Bond, and it's by Scouting for Girls. So I really love it, and I'm also trying to practice with my calligraphy, so I figured what better way to do it than to kind of combine those. So I really love this. It says Roger, Sean, Timmy, George, Daniel, Pierce, and maybe one day me. I love that song. This I showed to you guys, and again, kind of like a motivational type deal, but I'm also trying to practice my calligraphy, like modern calligraphy. So I just wrote, "You got this, bitch," because a lot of times I have a lot of self-doubt. And I really think it helps when, you know, you're kind of like trying to pump yourself up, even in your planner. This page literally only has stuff that makes me happy. So that's why it says happy bitch. And it's literally anything that makes me happy. That's what I have on here. So basically it's like all my cats, stuff like hugs. I even included when geese die because geese are assholes. And then lizards, constructive criticism, corgis, Poland, people who actually listen, skincare, quokkas, let me see, Predator, music by John Williams, trivia, you know, Hans Zimmer, science, ducks, I love ducks, and then shoobies, but I call them shooboos because I think it sounds cuter. So there's that. Like I said before, this is my old insert, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that sucker out. And then all that's left is my what's it called? We all know what this is called, but I'm having a brain fart. Page lifter. There we go. Page lifter, page protector, whatever. So that is literally everything in my A5 and my pocket size. I know it's not a ton of changes, but I'm really happy with the direction that it's going in. I don't want you guys to get too excited yet, but kind of thinking about getting another Filofax. And I know at this point y'all are probably like, what are you doing? So we will see. We will definitely see about that one. But for right now, I'm very content to have the ones that I do. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you all, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.